And yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, so feet shoulder width apart, nice soft knees, a little bend in the knees. Hands crossed over the lower abdomen, and we'll just start with some breathing. So,
See me then.
So as you breathe in, push the abdomen out. And with the exhale, just let everything relax. So just doing that a few times. And then bringing the arms down. And we'll go into knocking on the door of life. So allowing the arms to swing. And knocking in the lower back. The other hand knocking on the side of the hips. Taking your head over the shoulder, getting a nice twist in the spine. Feel like you're really turning from the center, and the arms are just swinging out to the side as you turn. And then take one of your hands and knock it just below the collarbone. Keep the other one knocking behind the back. So this is doing what the monk does, working with the lungs and stimulating the immune system by doing this knocking on their lungs.
Yeah.
And then take one hand and slapping the shoulder, keeping the other one knocking on the lower back. It'll be quite a vigorous slap. Coming back down to the lungs. And then it's coming back to where we started, waist level. And then just unwind. Now taking one hand and tracing a figure of 8 in front of the body. And then bring the other hand in. So 2 hands. This is what we call water waves. And this is the one for the mind. So the idea with this one is just to be really mindful, not thinking about anything else, just thinking about what we're doing right now. Noticing how the hands feel. Notice the air between the fingers. Any sounds in the room. Just be completely present and don't let the mind wander. And then coming to a rest. Can you feel a tingle already?
I can, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, spinal cord breathing. So starting like this. Now look up, breathe in, arch the back, and then curl forwards, bringing the elbows together. So we breathe in as we come up. And then breathe out through the mouth as you bring the elbows just in together and curl over. I think you're curling a bit far. You don't need to curl as much as that. So when we curl over, we're just bringing the elbows together and curling the head over. It's not the full back. That's it. Yeah.
Right.
So this is a nice one to take the body from a state of being stressed into a state of relaxation. So working with the spine and the breath helps to bring about a nice calm and relaxed state. One more. Okay, we'll just come to a stop now. And we'll do some chi massage. So just knocking up and down on
Knuckles.
just in the middle, on the midline. Taking a big breath in and letting it out through the mouth. And take your left hand out to the side. And we're going to slap on the lungs. And then down the inside of the arm. Turning the hand and up the outside. And doing that 3 times on each arm. And over to the other side. Okay, then getting your fists and just leaning forwards and knocking on the lower back, just all round the lower back. And then make your hands flat, and we're going to slap down the back of the legs, all the way down to the ankles, and then up the inside of the legs. Twice more. Then start in the bottom right of your abdomen.
That knuckles.
Yeah, just like little fists knocking, coming up that side, across the top, down the left-hand side, and across the bottom. So like in a square. Then just over the navel a couple of times. And then relax. Okay, the next one, we haven't done this one before. This is hands on hips. And it's quite a balancing challenge. So coming up onto your tiptoes and down. So we're just going to repeat that. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out through the nose as you come down. This one is really good for the kidney energy.
All right.
Because the first point on the kidney channel is on the bottom of the feet. So you're really stimulating the energy in the kidney channels by doing this. And then we're going to change the position of the hands. So we're just going to have the hands flat on the lower back and then just continue with the rising onto your tiptoes. So continuing to breathe in as you lift up and breathe out through the nose as you come down. And then just a different position of the hands. So back of the hands together and then just rest against the chest bone and then coming up and down on the tiptoes again. Breathing in as you lift up. Breathing out as you come down. And one more. Okay. Now we're just going to the shaking one. Taking a big breath in and releasing through the mouth. And what you can do with this one as well is start to knock your heels into the floor. So again, that's a slight alteration that really focuses on the kidneys. And then gradually come to a rest. Okay, now one we've done before. Buddha holds up the earth. So starting with your hands like this. Breathing in as you lift your hands up. Turning the palms to face the ceiling. Your arms are not quite straight. There's a bend in the elbow. And then bringing the hands down, palms facing towards the chest as you come down. So bringing in the breath, you breathe in all the way up. And then you exhale through the nose all the way down. So these long, lengthened breaths are very good for building the energy. And this particular one is building the energy in the lungs. And then we're just going to come to a rest with the hands in this position, this standing posture for the lungs. So closing the eyes, breathing deeply in and out through the nose, breathing into the lungs. And visualize some white sparkling light filling the lungs. And imagine the lungs being in 3 dimensions. Visualize the front, the back, and the sides of the lungs filled with white light. Then open the eyes and release the arms. Right, now a slight hinge forward at the hips. Arms hanging in front of you with the back of the hands facing each other. Pulling up the front of the body. And then coming down and around. Leaning forward from the hips. This is called the fountain. So we breathe in as you come up. And then exhale through the nose as the arms come round. So this is another exercise specifically for the kidneys. Just do one more. Now come back into this standing posture. What we're going to do is just take the hands behind the lower back, so the palms face the lower back. And then just closing the eyes, focusing in on the kidney and the lower back. Breathing all the way down into the lower back. In and out through the nose. And visualize bright blue light in this kidney area. And then relaxing your arms down. Coming back to this starting position. Turning to your left-hand side. Now pulling the arms up that side of the body. When you get to the head, turn to center. Hands like this. And then bring both arms down to the sides. And then turning to the other side. Pulling up the side of the body. Turn to center. And arms down. So bringing in the breath, now breathe in as you lift up. And exhale through the nose as the arms come down. One more to each side. And then we'll just come into this standing posture called Embrace the Tree. Make sure your knees are soft, a slight bend in the knee, elbows are nice and wide. It's like you're hugging a tree. Okay, and just closing the eyes. This one is for the liver. So just breathing into the rib cage on the right-hand side for the liver.
Green, isn't it, for the liver?
Yeah, bringing in some nice soft green light. And then bringing your arms down. And we'll just finish with pulling down the sky. So bringing both arms up, looking upwards, breathing in. And then pulling the hands down, palms facing the chest as they come down. So looking up, breathing in. Breathing out through the nose as the arms come down. And then we're going to bring the feet together, hands resting over the lower abdomen, closing the eyes for a moment. Just doing this final exercise called Bamboo in the Wind, where we just allow the body to rock and sway. Taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Letting all that energy settle. And then just come back when you're ready. Just drop the arms and open the eyes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was feeling very drained before that. Just, I think the heat hasn't been helping.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice one.
Yeah, it was really good.
Great. Yeah.
Slightly, yeah, a little bit kind of dizzy.
Do you?
Know. Yeah, I do that from breathing in, taking deep breaths.
Okay.
It does have that effect. I get that at yoga sometimes as well, just slightly lightheaded. I think it seems to be when I'm I felt very zen then, you know, I felt really relaxed and calm. And
Yeah,
I think my heart rate must go down. When I was in hospital, they said, God, your heart rate is so low.
right.
And they didn't seem concerned about it because they said, well, it just means you're really fit, you know,
Yeah,
you're getting enough oxygen. So I
yeah,
think that explain when I'm doing yoga sometimes and I'm really, really calm. I mean, if I go for a run, anything like that, no problem at all.
yeah,
But when I'm doing something calm like yoga or qigong, I do
yeah,
get that a little bit. So
yeah.
scientifically, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Mm,
It's
yeah,
only slightly. I don't think I'm going to fall over.
yeah. I think you
Does that
probably
make sense
once,
to you?
now you're talking and up and up, once you come out
Yeah,
of the,
yeah. And oh yeah, it's past. Yeah, it's past. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
fantastic.
right. Well, I better let you go, but nice to see you,
Thank
and
you,
I'm glad you
Caroline.
got over
Yeah, you too.
hospital visit and everything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you've come across any information about functional doctors,
Yeah,
a
if I,
lot of people on my treatment take a lot of supplements. Well, people that hasn't metastasized as well, and
mm,
it's from really, really quite hard protocols. But I don't want to follow those because I am on immunotherapy, so I don't want to undo any work. But under a
yeah,
functional doctor, they will understand what's
yeah,
appropriate and what I can do,
yeah,
and just take what I need. You know,
yeah,
if my
absolutely.
levels are fine in one area, why would I take supplements for it? You know, so
Yeah, yeah,
that's why I'm looking at it. So
yeah,
anyway, I'll see where I go with it. So
yeah. And are you still coming up this way in August sometime?
yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah. It's the 11th, I think. It's 10th, 11th. So
Oh, so we are here then. So if you wanted to
I
pop
thought you
in,
said you were.
yeah,
That'd be great. So I did suggest it to Claire, and actually we haven't spoken about it since. So yeah, because we're coming back on the 15th. I'm pretty sure it's the 10th or the 11th. So I'll talk to Claire tonight about it, and I'll message you.
yeah, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause that would be
Okay.
really nice.
Yeah. Good. Excellent.
All right, well, I better let you
Okay.
get on and take Alex. But yeah,
Yeah.
nice to see you and
Absolutely.
catch
Well,
up
thank you
next
very
week.
much once again.
Yeah,
Really
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
See you then. Bye.
Bye, Caroline.